Hi, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna once again look at the deck guide, and today it's gonna be on Jinx Kennen. So let's get at it. This bundle, a deck that we have in the game for some time currently now. This is one of the decks that is definitely rising a lot lately. It's having such a good win rate. I think we're at like 57% win rate. It's 7th in the play rate. Jinx bundle is a deck that we kind of always had the mind, but especially like last season there was like the Jinx Samurai, with the Pigeon unnerved. It was like much more popular, but even back then, we had it and we played it in ages, or like Broken Bro played it because it was so good into especially the Jinx Samurai. But yeah, it was like a really niche deck. But with the new addition from the new cards of Return of Revenge, this deck got much better, and it's definitely something to watch and something to keep your eyes on. If you don't know how this deck works, it's a classic, a go wide strategy with MECHA-YORDLEs, especially the 2-mana 1/4. That's the deck you're looking for because it's so good. And even though you don't need trumpets, honestly, it's so good just by itself. Usually the 2-drops like is something that you pick in. The 2-mana 3/3, the 2-mana 3/2 challenger are also an amazing choices to have. You very easily go 6 wide, and then you have the Jinx, late game with blowback, creating rocket, pushing so much damage over the top. And something to keep in mind, especially it's the impact damage, something you need to be also counting with, especially with the Return of Edge. Very often you just like push like 6-7 impact damage. You don't very often, like, I won some games when I didn't even hit enemy nexus, but I just like kill him with impact and with rockets or something like that. That's something that's very possible very often. Combo that you can be also using is Parts Made Roll on Return of Revenge, because not only it equips the weapon, it also gives you the Mirage, as well it draws you to cards. So that's something that, this is also kind of new in this archetype. And something that's also very new in these aggro decks is Augmented Lock-in. But I think we kind of in the place when we finally playing this card in every PNC deck because how good it is. You don't have any late game, just pick your Jinx. You don't have any cards, just go for a Parts Made Roll. You need just Mystic Shot, just pick it Mystic Shot. Like the discount, the predict, and everything is so good that like it's making this card so amazing. But yeah, otherwise that's the deck, and let's look at the mulligan. I think you tend to keep is of course things like First Chief, amazing keep. Things like Squeaker I like to keep a lot because I think this card is amazing, especially since the buffs. This card is so good, and it's something that especially the Mecharos L is very good. I would just keep usually the early game. Just don't keep usually the spells. You can keep maybe Scrappy sometimes. Something that I also kind of tend to keep is Jinx. Jinx can be very good in some spots to keep it, especially if your opponent doesn't play any really remover to her, and like that your opponent cannot deal with it. It can be, for example, I would say like, things like maybe like Timo Elusive. It's amazing to just have it. Maybe as a, especially if you have like maybe some 1-drop to keep with it. But then usually I would just mulligan for 1-drops. Things like Squeaker. Kennen is also amazing thing to maybe have early because you can go to Kennen into Zonite. Usually you don't lose the mark of the storm to this cat, but something you can do is if you have Squeaker on birth, you can use it so it buffs Squeaker because Squeaker has augment. That's something that helped me and won me some games even, so that's something to definitely keep in mind. But otherwise the mulligan is just like go for early curve, and maybe sometimes skip Jinx in some matchups. Don't keep usual spells unless you play against things like Nora or Samara. Then I can definitely justify things like Mystic Shot or Helicopter Harpoon. Let's look at the matchups. Of course, you do very well into things like Fist Samara. This matchup, Fist Samara is something that's very going up. And you will beat that matchup a lot because like they are pretty slower than you. You're just much faster, and they don't have like really good blockers for you. So that's something that you definitely beat. Things of course like Nasus. Nasus is such a good matchup. Things like Anijin is also amazing matchup because you have just much more value, you have better finisher and stuff. So that's something. You have also so many blockers, and that's something that Anijin doesn't like. Where we gonna go next? Even Heimer Jace is good matchup. It might sometimes like act kind of weird, but it's mostly because like Heimer early game is very sus, and especially now it doesn't have that much healing. It has only like the 6-mana drain 5, but that's something that you don't much mind. And you go usually so wide. Your mechanics are so effective that you're just beating this matchup. Otherwise, yeah, as we can see, we beating a lot of like random decks. That's also something that I like about this deck, that you meet some random deck and you're just gonna beat it. And that's very powerful. That's something that I definitely do value a lot. As well, Team Elusive, I would say it's a good matchup. Sometimes it can happen that they stick the, Elusive, they stick the Sun Monument, and they might be missing a little bit of damage. It happens, but I would say you usually favorite unless they have a perfect hand. When we look at the bad matchups, things like Atox is not something that you're happy about, but it's a playable matchup. But of course, Atox might sometimes yield too much, and so they can keep some pressure on you because of the 4-mana scout that you might have hard time dealing with. And yeah, when we look at the more matchups, it's usually like things like that have healing or have like ways how to deal easily with your bird. Things like Gnargin as well, having a lot of pings, having even very hard to deal with your Jinx in the late game. And allows Swain because they just go bigger than you. They're sometimes even faster than you, and they've also answered to your early game. So yeah, that's something to keep in matchups. And now let's look at the gameplay because and after the arc, let's see the actual games. What are you having success? Did you do well today, or are you preparing to play? That's something I'm down to, you know, talk about maybe. Talking a little bit more about the lineups, maybe different perspective as well. Do we keep Jinx? When Simon is always like such a keep Jinx guy. And like he was telling me it's keep Jinx, keep Jinx. I don't know if I should do that. There's not bad into the Nasus. I'm gonna test Simon. Simon would never lie to me, right? Like, come on. Fuck. Okay, Simon fucking lied to me. How to discard the clock? When you want to go right? Oh yeah. Can see that. Can see that being true. But like he doesn't have that good moves for Jinx, Only things like Vengeance or like Darkness, but Darkness is very light. And if I can get like level Jinx on turn 5 or something like that, like it might be a big issue for him. It's something I guess I'm gonna be trying to do. But we have like very good hand for Jinx as well, I think. Currently. We have like a lot of cheap discard. Hopefully we're gonna get something though from this. Bouncer board? I'm down. It's a cheap unit. Except then it's like the Nasus, I would say. Ooh, another cheap discard. Shepherd? Kijk by Shepherd. Oh yeah, Chico played that. Good point. Yeah, I saw that from. Yeah, I saw Chico playing that. I'm like, because we finally have Lore Master back. I'm finally doing my classic thing that's scouting every single person in the universe. So if you are in Masters, I think I scouted you. I don't think it's just like a correct thing to do because like you see more of like what are people trends and what are people doing. So you can see also how trends are moving, and yeah, I'm very big fan of doing that personally. Ooh. Hello, bench. Mm-hmm. This hand is cheating. So yeah, just dump hitters yet. Others are just bad. So we still might not win by the way. Like, sure, we pushing a lot of damage here, but like we don't have much like to do then, Like he's 5 hard though. Yeah, I can see that. I definitely also. Next run we're gonna cut the elusives. I don't know for what, but I saw that check of the game. I was kind of honestly questioning it a little bit, but I can see the reasoning behind it. I think I could just skip here. Hopefully Jinx would be amazing here. Boom Weapon's not bad actually. Most amazing. Oh. He can have the 7 mana spell though. But then he's killing his Nasus as well. Oh, sorry, the Kerber, not Nasus. Oh, Desert Euro. Yeah. Mecha Forcer? I think Mecha Forcer is pushing a bit more damage. But Mecha Forcer is safe from Soul Harvest. I think it's... Sorry, Smash and Dash, not Mecha Forcer. We can still play the Tuno Range as well, manually. Something we're definitely gonna be doing as well. We're gonna, by the way, first Tuno Range. So we see what he's gonna do, and then we're gonna do a different thing. Okay. Be having 4 damage impact. Yeah, this is dead, right? He's straight up dead here. We are, yeah. But Nasus last, of course. Yeah, actually 2 more, right, even. Okay, can I have 4 weights? I have 20 trophies. Pork? We get it back out. Let's go. Nasus pull first. It doesn't matter. He has 0 mana, but you can, yeah, I can see, yeah, like it can matter in some different situation. Maybe making the habit, yeah, I can see, yeah, but it doesn't matter, right? Really, but you find 1 damage. Holy shit! But by the way, funny thing that I still didn't find the damage. By the way, like I draw more cards and still didn't find it. Holy! Oh. That was so bizarre, man. Holy! It's dodging everything exactly. What is this hand? Let's fight this kind of fodder. But they have always 51. Like, there's just some conspiracy here, I think. There's something on it, man. I'm gonna find it. What is but there's something on it. You cannot tell me that this is just coincidence, man. There's something on it. Shut up! I got lucky once! Oh my god. I don't know if I should swing in here. I can just blow back the Caitlyn, I guess. Like a bite Timo. I got lucky once! What is this? Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. It's very expensive. A lot of damage to my Nexus, but... Just look at the drawing cards here. Oops. Can flip Jinx. Like, sure, we're not getting a racket or something, but we're flipping Jinx. It's pretty good. Like a special worth it, I think. But it's cheap, you know. Are we gonna do the cards and kill my bird? Yeah, but I'm gonna have flip Jinx and I'm gonna get some good cards. I'm not really pushing any damage from bird anyway. And then I get you. I get you what you mean. But I really want the burn damage now. Double team, wow. Pretty good. That blowback would be amazing. Or like homage. That's awful. I can still find homage with this. Let's block. We are kind of scared of dying. So you're gonna shuffle out the flight bomb and we're gonna shuffle the deck at least. Mistake. Mistake is 1 damage at least. Even though I'm taking also 1 damage, but it's like 2 damage to the next. It's love it, okay. It's fine. Let's pass here. This is so much mana, so we're gonna pass now. Chump wump. Pass. Peacemaker. Okay, we can open swing and give her spell shot. We need that 1 damage only. I think this is correct. Sure, Caitlin's getting this drag here, but I should not be dying here. And I really want that impact damage no matter what, so. Wait, this steal? Sure. He really wants that strike, right? That's the thing. He really wants this strike. But I really want the... I really want the impact damage, so... Should be game, most likely. I guess this, yeah, of course this should be doing, but he doesn't play any healing, so yeah, of course this should be going on, I guess, battle out. Doesn't really matter. He might be playing. Okay, I guess he can argue that he can be playing the weapon master. Sure. Then it's sure, of course, should go on battle out. Yeah, whatever. Oh, BaJAtak token. Suck. Here the square into Boom Baboon, into like Squeaker, Zonite. It's not a bad hand. It's a definite hand that can push quite a lot of damage. I'm gonna open swing on him. BaJAtak, sure. Double round-up hand is very good for him. Triple Squeaker hand is this. It's not bad, actually. Mecha first, definitely. Would love to Mystic Shot or something like that. Gonna definitely block here. Can Momentus. Wait, wait, why didn't he draw Kane? He has double Kane hand then, at least. Wait. Yeah, that's... He should have drawn the fucking Kane, right? Yeah. He has Kane in hand. At least one. I don't know if he plays 2 Kanes or something. He has multiple Kane in hand. Yeah, he definitely had multiple Kane in hand. Kane is... Wait, Kane is 4. Good point. Ooh, good point. I haven't played against Kane in a long time. Good point. Thank you. Good point. I forgot about that. Chat charisma again, huh? I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot. Why did that happen even, by the way? Like, was he too good or what? Just rank right for the more damage. Oh, okay. Average deal 15, you know, like... Kind of average turn, I think. Like, you know, like... Jack in fun. Kinda pity that I'm gonna kill it with blowback, but... You know, it's just kind of pity, I guess. They don't have any healing, right? Unless Atox, of course. This is yeah. You. Bonk. Nice game. Just aggravating. Yeah. Just like, man, Squeaker is such a good card, man. Like, the Squeaker used to be 2 mana 1/1, right? I think. We got Pike, by the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support that I'm getting lately. Thank you for everything. You know, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Have an amazing day, and see you in the next video. Okay, bye.